Before the video begins, let me know in the comment section below, guys, who do you think would win this fight? Black Frieza versus Beast Gohan. Let me know in the comment section below. When Dragon Ball Super Superhero released in Japan, we got a glimpse at the strongest hero that Dragon Ball has ever seen. The strongest character that we could have ever hoped for, and it was Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan was on a completely different level as a character, as a fighter, because in the power scale, in the explanation of everyone's powers, we got confirmation that not only would Goku and Vegeta have trouble with Cell Max, and that Orange Piccolo was around Goku level, but that Cell Max could not harm Beast Gohan. And of course, Cell Max was extremely damaged at that point, so his power was reduced extremely low. But still, Cell Max gave Gohan a punch to end all punches, and Gohan didn't even move. He did not flinch. Nothing ended up happening, and Gohan, with one attack, one move, he gave it his all. He shot right through Cell Max's skull and obliterated his brains. He was dead to rights. And that was the strongest character that we have seen in Dragon Ball, not including Beerus or Whis or the Gods of Destruction. I'm talking Universe 7. That is the strongest character.
Man, if I don't hurry, I'm gonna be late for the conference.
Gohan!
Until Frieza Black shows up at the end of Dragon Ball Super's manga Granola arc, and he eviscerates Gas, a character who, even at the point of being defeated, his body barely working, he still had the strength of the strongest warriors in the universe and was able to go toe-to-toe with not only Ultra Ego Vegeta, but Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, and he was barely struggling. Even when he lost the use of his arm, he was still able to whip around and punch Goku and Vegeta and not really feel it. Gas was on a completely different level, and then Black Frieza came, and with one punch going into his Black Frieza form, he killed Gas in the most gruesome way a Dragon Ball character has been killed since Buu killed the Hunters back in Dragon Ball Z.
Ew, gross.
And right after that, right after he destroyed the strongest in the universe, he looked at Goku and Vegeta, and on sight, he attacked them with everything that he had in one blow, or double blow. Goku and Vegeta, who only had seconds to transform into their ultimate states, were knocked out and they were out of the fight. He did get, I would say, a cheap shot on them, because even though they did transform the last second, he came at them so fast with such ferocity they didn't really see it coming. That's why they were on the ground. They basically got the wind knocked out of them. But the two powerhouses, the three strongest warriors in Dragon Ball up to that point, up to the Granola arc, have been taken down by Frieza, who is now the strongest warrior in the universe after 10 years of training in the Room of Spirit and Time and gaining a new transformation that is something that he chased for himself. It's not something that he copied for somebody else. He chased his own dreams and became the strongest because he couldn't lag behind Goku and Vegeta anymore. He is the emperor of the universe after all. So Frieza became the #1 strongest in the universe. But remember, there is a time lapse between the end of the Granola arc and Superhero. So I wanted to see what these two characters would do if you pitch them against each other, and I wanted to give you guys my verdict as to who would win in this fight and why.
Let them fight.
Now granted, we have not seen enough action from both of these guys, so they are basically kind of leveled off when it comes to combating each other, versing each other, because I mean, we don't really know too much about them. We know just enough. Both of them came at the end of an arc, at the end of a movie, and took out the strongest creature in, or the strongest beings in that arc, in that movie, with one single hit. They are very similar in that way. But I think we have enough here, especially with how these guys got these transformations and the history of these two characters, to really know exactly who would win with the information that we have. I think when it comes to raw energy, power, and just ki, I have to give it to Beast Gohan over Black Frieza, because Beast Gohan had so much ki that it enveloped the entire era that he was in. He literally let everything go and he was enveloped in it. So it probably takes a lot of energy, a lot of ki to transform into the state and to maintain it. So he, with the abilities that he had and the rawness of his technique and ability, he has more ki and more power as of right now from what we've seen. But the problem that I have here is that Gohan, his transformation won't last. It is a flare of the moment. He had one transformation and he used one ability against a fighter that had no skill whatsoever and was a huge moving target. He used that ability that he basically copied from Piccolo to take this monster down. And I think the explosion of ki that transformed him into Beast Gohan to begin with would dissipate pretty quickly. Black Frieza, on the other hand, has been honing his skills and training for 10 years. He has been training. He has been putting himself through it, putting himself through the work, and really pushing himself beyond his limits. And that is what's going to give him the edge. I believe that his transformation is far more stable than Gohan's, can last a lot longer. He can have a lot more balance with his ki, because remember, he was doing that before anyway, and he has been training longer. Gohan hadn't trained at all up to that point. That was the whole point of the movie, is that he didn't train, and so Piccolo wants him to get back to where he's at because of the fact that Earth could be in danger and Piccolo himself can only do so much. So the world needs Gohan, especially if Goku and Vegeta are off planet. Frieza's completely different. Frieza has been honing his skills and training for 10 years, a decade or more, and he has been basically going through it and making himself as powerful as possible. So Frieza against Beast Gohan, Black Frieza against Beast Gohan, there really is no comparison. I think right off the bat, Beast Gohan may have a slight advantage when it comes to the power that he used, the strength that he used, the ki that he has, but I do believe in technique and ability, it will basically be all for nothing against somebody who has been training for 10 years. On top of that, I do believe that it is almost like a candle, like a flame. I think that his ki, his transformation, will leave him. His power will fade away relatively quickly. We even saw in the fight when he was facing off against the Gammas that he was surprised that Gamma 1 had so much energy, so much ki left, and he was at 80% stamina, while Gohan was visibly tired up to that point, even being in Mystic. So Gohan, when it comes to the time of this fight, when it comes to how long he can last, I really don't think that he will have what it takes to defeat Black Frieza from what we've seen, but I do think that it would probably be one of the best fights that I've ever seen in Dragon Ball if it ever happens, and hopefully somebody animates it, because this shit would be so raw. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you get it right? Did I get it right? Let me know.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.